Boys, what's up? Castaway Cards here. So I've already ripped the seal on this because I have performance anxiety when it comes to ripping seals on booster boxes. So I just want to get that out of the way. So what's up? I am. So my intro was like LordyCardboard. That's because this is in honor of LordyCardboard. If you saw his video today, you'll probably get it. If you haven't, you probably won't. Highly recommend you go check it out. This is in support of him and what he does, because he is loved. So he said today was going to be probably his last time ripping UFO, so I wanted to rip some UFO. And, excuse me, and just chat, just BS. You know, I don't need anything out of any of these UFO packs, unless, of course, like, we pull some heater cereal that I'm convinced doesn't exist. So if you guys need or want any of this, let me know. Actually, I take it back. Forest Friends and the friend token. Those are like the only things I still keep from this set. Because I use them for my customers in my store. Maybe some of you have bought from me before, and then you would know what I'm talking about. But other than that, I don't need anything else out of here. So, damn, there's like 9 of them. Hold on. There we go. That'll do. So, what are we going to talk about today, I guess? Probably my experience with TCGs. So, nice. You know, where did it all begin? Well, like most of you, it probably all began with Pokemon back in the day, unless you're really young. I'm not young. Very old. So, orb. Yeah. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. And the mountain. I keep those for magic. All the, like, mountains, islands, swamps, forests. Yeah, so, you know, I began with Pokemon back in 1990. God, when was it? Sorry, I'm gonna get these out the way. Back in 97 or 98, something like that. And that was my first introduction to TCGs. I was, you know, too young for Magic, which was the only other real one that was, like, out. Obviously, there were tons of, like, little ones, but none as prominent as Magic. So, hell yeah, look at that, back to back. If you guys don't need your friend tokens or your forest friends, you let me know. I'll take them off your hands. But anyway, so yeah, Pokemon back in like 97, 98, something like that. And I did that for years, and it was, you know, it was a big deal, big part of my life. I had my collection stolen twice. Back in the day, which was awful. I had a friend steal a Charizard from me with the base set Charizard, and then he tried to, like, say he didn't, but obviously wasn't true. My Charizard had this very particular little scratch on it, so as soon as I saw it, I knew it was mine. But fuck him, I got it back. Fuck yeah, that's awesome. So, oh, an island, hell yeah. So, I did Pokemon up until the release of, well, up until the Team Rocket set. And, you know, I went through the Team Rocket set and collected that too. But whatever came after that, I don't even know. I wasn't involved with it. I kind of stopped at Team Rocket, and from there, I mean, that would have been probably 2000 or 2001, something like that. No, 2000 maybe, 99, 2000. And from there, I actually went to Dragon Ball Z, and I had two friends, Kyle and Matt, and we were all like collecting. We all were really big into Dragon Ball Z, and so we were all like competing in a way to try to like complete a certain set. My set was the Saiyan Saga set, which was the first set, and then Kyle was Frieza Saga, and then Matt had the one that was after that, Cell Saga, maybe. And I had all but 5 cards from that set. I had even one of the rare, like, 6-star cards. But unfortunately, that binder, so I stopped collecting that, and it just kind of went to the wayside. Over time, that binder like went away, it disappeared. I have no idea where it went. Just gone. I have never been able to find it. I'm really sad about that, because I was so close to finishing that set. So from there, I actually went into Yu-Gi-Oh! And at that point, it was a hard shift. Nice. A hard shift from collecting to playing. And I dabbled in playing Pokemon. I maybe played the Dragon Ball Z game once or twice, but never had really like played a TCG like hardcore. Although I do still have my Pokemon badge book from my LGS from when I played, and I got like 10 stamps in it. But I really jumped into playing Yu-Gi-Oh! With friends, of course, and then started playing competitively, and this would have been around the best time of Yu-Gi-Oh! Like 2002, 2003. Excuse me, I've been sick, getting over that, so I apologize if I cough. Man, Lordy, you got a foil one. I've only ever pulled one foil one, and that's the one I have in my master set. This card eludes me in foil. It's so bad. But started playing pretty competitively, doing like the LGS tournament, the weekly like tournaments and the LGSs around me would do. Did the mall tour when it came to my town. Got to play a pro. Lost to the pro, which is okay. I was like fucking 12, or no, I would have been like 14 or so, maybe 15. So I did that shit for a while, and up until like 2004 when they banned all the good cards, like the Autogarasus and the Magic Cylinders, and, if you know Yu-Gi-Oh, you know. They, like, banned all the good cards. And, maybe that was better for the game in the long run. I don't know. I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh! Since. Though I do collect Yu-Gi-Oh! I especially like to collect all the cards from my childhood when I played it competitively. Genzo, Gemini Elf, is my bitch. Love her. Fucking Injection Fairy Lily, love her. So, anyway, I digress. But after that, I had the taste for playing a card game, not just collecting a card game. And I think that was a pretty pivotal point in my TCG career, if you will. Not that it's much of a career. But, so, from there I moved to Magic. And I had gotten some Magic cards, like, from a friend. He, like, traded some of them to me for my Pokemon cards when I was younger, back in, like, the late 90s. And then my mom made me throw them all away, both the Pokemon cards and the Yu-Gi-Oh! Or the Magic cards, because they were, like, You know, I just thought they were like satanic or something. Which is crazy because obviously they weren't. It's silly. But the 90s was time to be alive. So, really funny because my mom fucking collects Pokemon cards now. So, how ironic. And she actually has some of the ones from my childhood. So maybe she did it intentionally so she could get my cards. Sneaky mom. But, you know, anyway, fast forward to like 2004. I started playing Magic, and I picked it up casually playing with friends. My friend and his dad taught me how to play, and that was fun. Enjoyed it. And, but I didn't really have like an identity in Magic. Like, it didn't, that was around like the Kamigawa set, and like, I mean, it was cool, but I just don't really care about like the Oriental theme kind of stuff, which is what I thought that was, or how I interpreted that set, those blocks. But right after that, I got, so like the first reverse holo we've had. Right after that came out the best Magic the Gathering block of all time, Ravnica. And I fell in love with Magic at that point. I was playing all the colors, like all the color combinations. Dimir, I started off with Dimir, the blue-black. And then went to green-white with the Celestia tokens. And then not a great box so far. Lordy, you're winning, bro. You got a neutral. I have neutrality totality, or I haven't got one yet out of this box. Playing the Boros, the red-white was good. Simic, the blue-green, love that. Anyway, the whole block was fucking fantastic. And that whole period, that 2 or 3 year period, whatever it was, I was like really, really into Magic. And I was playing competitively at the LGS. Never beyond LGS. I never tried like to go to like a PTQ or anything like that. Maybe I should have. I wish I should have, but you know, different priorities back then. And I played Magic competitively for up until 2009-ish or so. So about 4 years. At that point, life happened, you know, things got in the way. And I ended up selling off a lot of, if not all of my collection of like Magic cards and decks and stuff. So, oh shit, no, don't put it over there, I don't want these. And then I had a hiatus for, well, I don't know, 2 or 3 years. I stopped playing with Magic at all until Ravnica, what was it, Ravnica, maybe it wasn't Ravnica, I don't remember what the block was, but it was like 2012 or something. Damn it. And I played for like that block. Like, that's all I played for. And then life happened again. You know, you think it's coming up, think you're getting ahead, and then don't, and come crashing back down. So I like kept the deck, but that was it. And then from there, again, stopped messing with like TCGs altogether until like 2015, when there was another like Magic set that I was like really interested in, and decided to check it out, and it was good, and I played through that block too, and that was like the Ravnica, the other Ravnica one. You see, I have a thing for Ravnica, and I only played for like that block, and then I was done again, because again, life, you know, caught up with me, had other things going on that were more important. And from there, we have a long hiatus until 2022. And in 2022, I was introduced to Metazoo. I was like, oh, that's interesting. And it was like UFO, actually, I think that was the set that I was introduced to. And so, oh, that's interesting. Started checking it out. And then I was like, oh, let me check out Magic again. And ironically enough, it was in the new Kamigawa. And I was like, okay, well, this is kind of cool. But I just bought, I didn't really play until like 2023, sometime in 2023. It's like a year, not that far. And I played in my LGS, but, you know, I come back to the Magic world, and Magic is not the world it was when I left. It is no longer standard. It is all Commander, and I'm not a huge fan of Commander. So my LGS that I'm by, like, they did like one standard match, but they almost exclusively do Commander. So I was like, not about it. But I do play on Arena all the time. Magic is in a great spot right now, and I think TCGs in general are in a great spot. Unless you're a collector of Pokemon, maybe not so much. Metazoo, especially new Metazoo, huge fan. I think it's in a great spot, and you know, if you missed it, Charlie did a like meet and greet kind of thing on the Discord tonight, so that was very nice. Get some questions answered and just BS with them. It's nice to have that transparency in a company. Yeah. So that's my TCG life. Nothing crazy. Nothing too remarkable, I don't think. It's not like I was a world champion of some fucking obscure card game in the past. Just a guy who likes to collect and play cardboard rectangle games. On that note, like, what's the shit with these double sleeving? I don't know. It's the whole Commander mentality. It's wild to me. Like, double sleeving, triple sleeving your deck. That's insane. You see a fucking Commander deck and it's like this big. That's wild. Knock that shit off. Anyway, last pack Magic, Lordy. This one's for you, buddy. Again, I just did all this because I wanted to honor you and recognize you for your contributions to the Metazoo cycle. You know, your 100 subscribers and your, 20 views, as you put it, it's worth it. Keep doing it, man. Don't stop. You didn't bring me any luck, but that's okay. I appreciate you all for hanging out with me. Those who did, hit me up. Again, if you guys have the friend tokens or the forest friends, I'll take them. I'll take all of them. Give them unto me. We can be friends. We can talk about Zoo. We can talk about whatever you want. Hit me up. Let's go, boys. Boys.